Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are looking at the rumoured Lord of the Rings sets for 2027. Now, these are all LEGO icon sets, as has been the usual pretty much with all of the Lord of the Rings sets since they have returned. Let's take a look at these. So we're going to get Prancing Pony Tavern, Mumakil, and Helms Deep. Now, these all sound incredible, especially Helms Deep. Sounds so cool to get that as a LEGO icon set. I do have some gripes with them, but I'll get into it in a bit. Let's start with the Prancing Pony Tavern. So this set is going to be 2,000 plus pieces, and it's going to have roughly 8 plus minifigures, and it will roughly retail for £250 in the UK, £200 in the US and Europe, $200, sorry, in the US and Europe. Yeah, so it's a hefty price tag. It's not the most expensive Lord of the Rings. We're pretty used to expensive Lord of the Rings sets at this point, obviously with the Shire and with the Rivendell set as well, among others. Yeah, they're pretty hefty. But if we take a look anyway, so obviously the Prancing Pony is the iconic pub that Frodo meets Aragorn in the Fellowship of the Ring. And yeah, I mean, this is an image here of the set, which was from a LEGO Ideas submission, which is kind of what it would look like. This isn't an official image of the actual set, but this is kind of what it could look like. I think they're going to go for the outside and inside, basing that off the minifigures we're getting, as we are actually getting some Ringwraith minifigures with their horses, which is really, really awesome to get those. Such a long time ago we got those, so that's awesome to get those, and I think there'll be multiple of those as well, which hints that we are going to get the outside as well as the inside. And then I would assume also that we would also get Frodo, Merry Pippin, and of course Aragorn. They seem like givens given the set location. And there is actually something really cool as well. We are getting a brand new minifigure with Barleyman Butterbur, which is the first ever Barleyman Butterbur minifigure, probably the only one we'll ever get unless they redo this set again, which is really, really cool. To get that, I'm excited for that. I mean, I love when we get minifigures of sort of more obscure characters. Obviously it'll drive up the price, but yeah, I think that's exciting. And there is also going to be a Peter Jackson minifigure for the first time ever. That is fully confirmed. Peter Jackson is getting his first minifigure, except it's even cooler because he's actually getting it in the form of his cameo in the films. He does make a small cameo outside the Prancing Pony as a character with a carrot, eating a carrot, and he is getting it in the form of that character, which I think is so cool. We're actually getting that is insane. It's a little similar to George Lucas getting his own minifigure next year as well, but except that's actually George Lucas as himself, but this is Peter Jackson as his character, which I think is really, like, that's so unique. I love that they're like, it's so obscure. I love it. It's great. Next up, let's go on to 11395. So we actually have a number for this one, 11395 Mumakil. This is going to be roughly 2017 pieces, 5 minifigures, and will roughly retail for £300 in the UK, $250 or euros in the US and Europe. So of course, this is based on one of the massive Mumakil sort of beasts, I believe from the Two Towers. This, I think, again, is an icon set, so again, a lot of pieces. It's going to be pretty big, and the only worry I have about these sets is that, you know, there's 3 of them. They're always big. They're going to be expensive, but anyway, nonetheless. What is exciting about this set is we will be getting a brand new Rohan Warrior minifigure. This is what we got, the last one we have, which had no leg printing, which is annoying, and the detail, it's pretty basic for the time. And the helmet there was so plain and bland, but seeing what they've done with Lord of the Rings minifigures in, you know, from 2023 onwards, this could be a real potential to be a great minifigure. Obviously, it's annoying that you probably can't buy loads in bulk because the set is going to be so expensive. You'll probably have to buy them on eBay or something. But yeah, that is exciting. And for the first time ever as well, we are also getting Easterling minifigures as well. These Easterling warriors, they've never had a minifigure, and yeah, they have these giant shields which look awesome. I wonder if we'll get a new mold for that would be really cool. And yeah, they've got those cool helmets as well, so that's really exciting to get that in those set. Moving on to Helms Deep, And this is probably the most anticipated set, at least for me. This is going to be 7,000 plus pieces, which is insane. It's actually so big. And roughly 10 plus minifigures. With a set this size, you'd have to expect 10 plus minifigures. Probably a lot of warriors, maybe some orcs. But yeah, let's hope we get some unique ones in there. Going to roughly retail for £800 in the UK, $700 or euros in the US and the EU. Yeah, that's a hefty price tag. It is a hefty price tag. And considering what it is, I've seen a lot of discourse online about people saying it is just a brick wall at the end of the day. Yeah, and I mean, as you can see here, that's the Battle of Helms Deep. It is a grey wall, but I'm hoping they can add some playability features to it. Maybe they can add, use some different bricks as well to create different textures to the wall. Just keeping it interesting rather than, just being a basic set. I think that is the worry that people have. And I do get it. But hopefully they can just add something new. Maybe as it's 7,000 pieces, perhaps it's going to be a lot bigger than it has before. We did get one Helms Deep set before, which was Lego 9474, which came out in 2012. It was fairly small, but I guess big at the time. It was one of the bigger Lord of the Rings sets at the time, but it was good. It was nice, but they could expand on that so much more. As you can see, there's so much more they can do, and that one feels less authentic than what they could possibly. I mean, even like all the ladders going up the wall, there's only one ladder in that set. They could add so many more. They could extend the wall so much further. We are also getting Haldir in this set. So this is a returning minifigure. Hopefully, again, I did like his original minifigure. I think his original minifigure is nice, but I think hopefully we can get an even more detailed minifigure with this set. And we're also getting King Theoden as well returning. So that was really awesome as well. He was already a great minifigure, but I'm excited to see what they do with the new version. So those are all the free sets coming from Lord of the Rings Icons theme, license, whatever you want to call it. I am excited for those. I'm excited for Helms Deep most of all, but I'm excited all round for all the minifigures. For me, it's like the real issue is the price. I think that with these being so expensive, I've already got Rivendell, I've already got the Shire. I can't really afford or have the space in my house to sort of display any of the others without unbuilding them. And, if I unbuild Rivendell, oh my god, that's going to take me hours. So it's just like a case of like space. And I do hope I obviously think there's a space for these massive Lord of the Rings sets. I just hope we get some of the smaller sets like before in 2012 and 2013. I think it'd be really cool if we got some smaller sets in this new line, this new wave of Lord of the Rings sets. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you like the look of these sets? Would you get any of these? What minifigures are you most excited for? I love hearing everything you want to say about Lego. Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. It all helps in the long run. And I'll see you all on the next video.